scale of 1 to 10, how much do you see Ben Simmons helping the Nets?
I'll go 3 or 4. They could definitely use a body, another defensive guy, because you have 2 elite scorers on the other side of the basketball, and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Marcus Smart has definitely picked up his play, but you definitely need a guy that can, challenge one of those 2 guys. You probably put Bruce Brown maybe on the other guy, Skip. So if Ben Simmons can come back and give you, but how much can he give you? The guy hasn't played in a year, and now he's going to get thrust back into playoff basketball. Now, my thing is, Skip, is that what happens if he's out there and he's a defensive guy and Tatum or Brown starts to heat up? What happens to his confidence? Because we've seen that his confidence can be shaken rather easily. We saw that happen. It got shook so bad, he demanded that he get traded up out of Philly because he wouldn't take a shot. I think he only took like 2 shots in the fourth quarter in a 7-game series, and he was unwilling to touch the ball because he didn't want to get fouled. So with that being said, what are you expecting to get? So you just want to see defense, because I have not seen the progression as an offensive player that I need to see. I know what he was when he won Rookie of the Year. He had a little growth that second year, but since then, it's kind of plateaued. And it tells me that the guy's not putting the work that's required to get better, because I see Jason Tatum. I see all these guys get better and better. Giannis, you look at what Giannis was his first couple of years to look at what Giannis is now. It tells you work pays off. Look at Ben Simmons when he first got into the league, and look at Ben Simmons now. He's the exact same player. He hadn't gotten better in any statistical category. So for me, I really don't know what you're expecting to get. And by the time you come back, you're probably going to be down 3-0. You're probably going to be down 3-0. Would you like your chance of coming beating Boston Celtics 4 times? I do not. So with that being said, I'm going to say he's going to help y'all 3, maybe 4.
Okay, I'm going to be nice and bet you only 3 cases that they will be down 3-0. No. They will not be down.
Bet me 3 cases that you don't win the series. That's what I need you to bet. Yeah, you want to bet some. Look,
you're the favorite.
Stop doing no problem. How do we get to be the favorite when you got Kevin Durant, the best player in the NBA, and Kyrie Irving? How is that possible?
Because you've been on the best role in the NBA over the last, 6 weeks?
This man has just come out here for the last month. The last 2 months, we've never seen 2 elite offensive players on the same team at the same time in their prime like KD and Kyrie. And now you over here hooting and hollering talking about the run the Celtics been on.
All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to bet you 3 cases that the Nets will not be down 3-0, and then I'll bet you 3 more cases they will win the series.
No, we're betting straight up 3-0.
Have some guts. Have the courage of your convictions.
You got Kevin Durant.
You just spat that out. They're going to be down 3-0. Oh, really?
That's not what I said. I said they could be possibly down 3-0.
I just put my due where my mouth was, because I believe that the Nets are going to win this series.
Okay, then that's what we got. 3 cases.
But we got 3 other cases on what you just said. So that was a bunch of baloney?
I didn't say, Skip. I said him coming back for a game, they could possibly be down. I didn't say they were.
Somebody doesn't have any guts.
I got 3 cases on Celtics winning this series, so I'm good. I'm standing pat with that.
All right, how about just 1 case on they won't win 3 straight games? No? Okay. All right, so back to Jen's question, scale of 1 to 10, how much impact, how much will Ben Simmons help? I'm going to go all the way up to an 8, because this is a gifted and rare player, the likes of which I don't often see in this league, because he's 6'10", and he's long, and he's agile, and he made 3 straight All-Star teams, including the final year that we saw him play. He made the All-Star team that year, and he made 2 straight first-team All-Defenses, this all coming after he won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
He's played in a lot of big games and a lot of playoff games. I do not certainly fight you on the fact that he shrank in the fourth quarter of those games. They shrank as a basketball team. Joel Embiid stunk in the fourth quarter of that game. But Ben Simmons, meanwhile, back at the ranch, he held little Trae Young, to 5 of 23 in Game 7. That's what he shot, 5 of 23, and they managed to survive in part because he was, what was your line here? I wrote it down. He was unwilling to
attempt a shot.
To even attempt a shot, because he did not want to go to the free throw line.
He did not.
It sounds like somebody else I know at the end of games, that guy, Lagon. He's like Lagon.
Deflect.
Right. Okay. I think that was a beautiful deflection because it was the God's truth. Okay, so the point is, all they really need him to do is play defense at the highest level and facilitate on offense, which he is really good at doing. He has some basketball genius about him because he is a very good passer of the basketball for a guy that tall. He has point guard skills to him. And listen, running downhill with the basketball on the break, there aren't many any faster than Ben Simmons is when he hits full speed.
But, Skip, you're talking about a guy, you said he went to 3 straight All-Star games. He was 2-time first-team All-NBA. That's when he was of healthy body and sound mind. Are those things in check now? Are they in line now?
Well, I can't address the sound mind. I have no idea what's going on in his mind.
What about the body?
But it appears, and remember, ESPN's Woj first reported this several days back. He said, do not be surprised if he's available for Game 1 of this series.
Right.
Well, he's had, allegedly, some sort of bad back. Allegedly, he got an epidural steroid injection at L5S1, I guess, because it's always in the low back.
Correct.
And I'm going to assume that it started to work and that he's starting to regain some flexibility. But as yet, my friend Brian Windhorst is now reporting that he can ramp up playing 5-on-5 by the end of this week, which would be tomorrow. Right?
Yeah.
Well, if that's true, then he's got a shot to be back as early as Game 4.
Well, if he's going to play 5-on-5 as early tomorrow, why he got to wait to Game 4?
I don't know. In fact, I think the door is starting to open wider and wider that he would be ready for Game 1 or 2 or 3. Right?
Okay.
And I tweeted this the other night. If you told me that they had a healthy and a happy Ben Simmons in some kind of game shape, they're going to win the East. They're just going to win the East. I give them a shot to win the East with those two alone because those two are really good. I've never seen anything like those two.
What to go out on a limb, Skip? Or if they got a healthy, happy Ben Simmons, the Brooklyn Nets could win the East. Wow.
Wow, why not? I mean, that is a wow. Well, at least I got the courage of my convictions. Somebody else doesn't.
No.
Somebody else says they'll be down 3-0. Okay?
I said they
bet
could
on
be,
it.
I said they could be down 3-0.
Okay. Is that what they will be?
I don't know.
I do wills.
No.
I just say Ben Simmons, if he's right.
No, you did if.
Right.
That's a caveat. You can't say if.
Well,
If Ben Simmons on the court. Don't give me no if. You keep saying will. He's on the court. Stop using the if caveat.
Okay. Let me just see him playing Game 4, and then I'll come in here and I'll sit in this very seat the next morning, and I'll declare what I think they will do.
Well, can somebody let me see the winning 6 Powerball numbers, and then I will pick those numbers, and I want the jackpot. I mean, what limb are you going out on if I see
Bad
Ben
analogy.
Simmons? No, it's not. You keep saying, let you see. You got to predict before you see.
No.
That's the whole purpose of it.
I can only go off the reports. And if he's back in Game 4 and he plays, 25, 30 minutes, I'm good to go.
Okay.
I'm good to go against the Celtics as is.
No, you told me if he's healthy. You keep saying if he's healthy, if he's happy. You keep using that caveat if. Just go ahead and say.
I don't know. I'm not there. I don't cover the team. I don't watch practice. I haven't watched him even stretch. I don't know what he's doing.
Okay.
All I know is what he used to do.
Okay.
If he does what he used to do, and there's no player in this league that you could blend in to a team with this star power this late in the year better than Ben Simmons.
Yeah, because he has no offensive game, because he's not going to interrupt anything offensively.
He's got offensive game because he can really pass the basketball.
Yeah, but I'm saying, Skip, yes, he can pass the basketball, but he's not a threat to score the basketball. So you're not.
Although he did score 42 against Rudy Gobert by himself with no Joel Embiid at Utah in a Sixers upset win.
Skip,
42.
Skip, the man hadn't even come close before or since scoring that many points. So he's played 4 or 5 years in the league, and he's never come close. So you take one isolated incident, and you think that's who he is?
Well, he's highly capable of getting you 20.
Not
he scored.
Not today. Skip, he's never averaged 20 points for a season.
Okay, but he averages very good. What is he, like 16, 8, and 8?
Wow, 16.
Okay.
I got it 6
Well, he scored 20 a bunch of times. You want me to go look it up?
No. Yeah,
I'll bet he's scored 20, 30 times in his career.
Skip, you just said the guy is 6'10". Mm-hmm. He's a gifted passer.
Yep.
He's the #1 overall pick.
Yep.
And you're up here crowing about the guy scored 20 points in the game 30 times.
Okay, so what?
That's my point.
That's pretty good.
That's my point.
Well, all I'm saying, I'm talking about the best dynamic duo, the most dynamic scoring duo
Yes.
I've ever seen. I'm just talking about shot making, shot creating and making, getting your own shot.
Yeah.
There's never been any two better than Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving.
No question. No
So
question.
that's already operating there.
Yes.
And I love the move. I told you, they got 3 starters out of the trade for Harden.
Right.
Because they got Big Penguin, who's pretty good.
Right.
I just like him, even as a space eater. But he's capable of
Oh,
getting
I love how you like him now.
Well,
But
I just like what he does for them because they didn't have that.
But I mean, when the Lakers got him, you didn't like the move.
I like JaVale and Dwight better.
Yeah, of course. I said
Right.
that. But when I said that wasn't an option. JaVale and Dwight wasn't an option last year at the trade deadline, at the buyout. So that's what they had. You're like, here's the analytics says him getting all those rebounds does not equate to wins. Now you love him.
Wow. I love him for the Nets right now.
Yeah.
And I love Seth Curry for the Nets because they needed that shooter. And you loved Patty Mills going to the Nets for this year,
yes,
right?
Yes, I did. Yes, absolutely.
So all of a sudden with Bruce Brown, who's just a do-it-all, like he does everything.
Yeah, but he comes
might
and
be the
goes.
best screener there is in basketball.
Well, they put him in the screen and let him roll to the basket. Yeah, they do that, but he can also pass out of that.
Okay, he's just a good basketball player to me. That's all he is, but he fits this equation.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you put Simmons in there on defense. You say, you used the words yesterday, they were horrible on defense, and you said that they stunk on defense, right?
Yes.
Well, if you give me the last 2 years first team all defense guy on defense, I'll take that. I don't care if he stops at half court and doesn't cross half court to play offense.
So do you believe that Ben Simmons, after being out for an entire season, dealing with that bad back, is going to come back and going to be an all NBA defensive player from the jump?
Well, I told you I need to see how healthy he is, but do I trust Woj and Brian Windhorst? I trust him to the highest level.
Skip.
And I think they are hearing from inside, he's looking pretty good.
Put it like this. Look at Klay Thompson. Look how it took Klay to get back. Klay is more skilled offensively than Ben. Ben has a bad back. How does he sit in a chair and possibly guard on the wing Jaylen Brown, JT? Let's just say they win that. At some point in time, somebody's going to have to deal with Giannis. Who on their team is going to – Giannis has already told Ben Simmons, he's a baby. He's a baby. He can't do anything with me. You going to put him on Middleton?
Klay Thompson was coming off a torn ACL on top of a torn Achilles tendon. Okay, it's going to take time to just trust your feet underneath you because you don't trust your base.
You don't think it's going to take Ben Simmons?
I don't know what this is with the back. I don't know. Backs can come and go, and when they're right, they're fine. They bounce back faster than any other body. So back to the bet. I got 3 cases. It will not be 3-0 Boston, and I got 3 more cases that Nets will beat Boston.
All we got is the 3 cases. I got the Celtics over the Nets.
So are you saying you misspoke about what you said about 3-0?
I'm very clear.
You're taking it back?
I think my enunciation is very clear. I think it's crystal clear. I've got the Celtics over the Nets.
So you're saying that your 3-0 comment was a mistake?
I didn't say anything. I said they could be down. I didn't say they were going to be down. You just took it and run and tried to get you a little cheap sucker bet. No, I ain't giving you any more.
Sucker bet?
I'm not giving you any more prop bets.
I was just piggybacking off you. I was just responding.
Well, piggyback off these 3 cases for the Celtics winning.
Okay, I got them because I got guts over here.
Okay.
I got the underdog.
Well, I tell you what you're not going to have. You're going to have those guts, but minus 3 cases to do. That's what you're going to have.
Well, I'm up 100, so it doesn't
Why would you be up 97?
No getting into those cases early, guys.
We should have bet the
Ben
Clippers
Simmons did
and
post to his
Timberwolves.
IG story recently a snorting emoji. You know, he does do that often before he plays in games. Very interesting.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.